It's Shivaratri tomorrow. The word Adi Yogi, who is known as Adinatha, you've been hearing about this a lot these days. Adi Yogi. Who is Adi Yogi? The word Adi Yogi comes from the word Adinatha. Adinatha is one of the avatars, one of the incarnations of Lord Shiva. Lord Shiva is the source of the entire knowledge of yoga. We have a text in yoga called the Hatha Yoga Pradipika. And in the very beginning, like we offer our salutations to Lord Adinatha, who is known as Adi Yogi. And he is the one who is responsible for us to experience, live the values, the practices of the text of Hatha Yoga. This text of Hatha Yoga was written by a sage, Mahashivaratri. That's a different topic altogether. But Adinatha, who is called as Adi Yogi, he's the one who's responsible for the entire text of Hatha Yoga. Adinatha, as I said, is one of the incarnations of Lord Shiva. And this entire text of Hatha Yoga, which is divided into 4 different chapters. First is the asana, then is the pranayama, mudra bandha, and then comes the samadhi part. This entire text of Hatha Yoga is a culmination of all the practices that Lord Shiva himself practiced, Lord Shiva himself shared with the great sage, and then the entire text of Hatha Yoga is written in the form of shloka, or what we call as verses. The entire text of Hatha Yoga is in the form of shlokas, and this entire text is called as Hatha Yoga Pradipika. And this Hatha Yoga Pradipika, the text of Hatha Yoga Pradipika, is very, very well known for any individual who starts the journey on the path of yoga. All the secrets with respect to the practice of asana, all the secrets, techniques of practice with respect to pranayama, mudra and bandhas, and beyond. Everything is explained in this text. The very first shloka in the Hatha Yoga Pradipika describes the physical appearance of Lord Adinatha, who is an incarnation of Lord Shiva. We offer our salutations to Lord Adinatha, and then we start our journey on the path of Hatha Yoga. The first shloka starts like this. Shri Adinathaya namostu tasmai keno panishta Hatha Yoga vidya vibrajate pron nataraja yogam arodmicha pratirohiniva. This is the very first shloka in the text of Hatha Yoga Pradipika, where we offer our salutations to Lord Adinatha, who is the Adi Yogi, and we seek for his blessings for us to start our journey on the path of Hatha Yoga. Because whenever we start any journey on the path of life, we always seek the blessings of the teacher or the person who's responsible for the text. It's very common. In different parts of the world, it's named as by different things. You may call it as offering gratitude. I call it as offering my prayer. We seek the blessings. Without respect, the real knowledge will never ripen into wisdom. Gratitude, respect for yourself and for the teacher is very essential. That is why whenever we start any kind of practices, we first remember the person who's responsible for the knowledge that we are receiving. When we consume food, we offer our gratitude to the one who's responsible for us, for feeding us today. Each and every action of ours is governed by something divine. There's a divine energy behind it. We should always offer our gratitude. Why? Because it helps us connect deeper towards our own self. This is not about letting go of the ego that is there and becoming one with everything that's around. It may be one of the reasons, but the actual reason is what is outside you is what is also inside you. I always, share this. We are the microcosm. What's outside is the macrocosm. We are a representation of everything that is there outside. And it is very essential for us to resonate within us so that we can connect and resonate to everything that is there around us. And Shiva, the one who is responsible for sharing the entire knowledge of yoga, and this entire text is very beautifully written, which explains everything a practitioner has to understand with respect to what are the different practices he or she has to do, how the journey starts, how a practitioner evolves. The word practitioner is termed as sadhaka in Hatha Yoga. Sadhaka means practitioner. How a sadhaka evolves, how you grow, how you glow, how you shine, how you evolve, how you break the barriers that you have created for yourself. All these things are explained in the entire text. And it's a very special day. It's Shivaratri. And I can't think of any other better day than this for you to resonate on these values. See, offering your gratitude, offering your prayers on this auspicious day, yeah, it's very important. But you shouldn't stop here. This shouldn't be the only day where you remember the Creator. You are the Creator, you are the Sustainer, you are the Destroyer. Brahma, Vishnu, Maheshwara is in all of us. We are the creators of our own destiny. We are the creators of our own destiny. We are the destroyers. We are the sustainer. All of us have these three. There's nothing new about it. All of us have these qualities within us. And we have to remember, resonate in this approach towards life. We have to think about this. We have to connect and we have to resonate in this feeling every single day. And Shivaratri is very special. Try to connect to the energy of the Creator that is there in you. Let the Shiva in you wake up. Let the goddess Shiva in you wake up. Offer your prayers. Offer your prayers to Him who's responsible for everything that is there to learn with respect to yoga. You can't think of offering different kinds of prayers. Doesn't matter. Let it be as simple as possible. But it has to be very close to your heart. The words has to come from within. That is more important. Offer your prayers to Lord Shiva. Ask Him to guide you on the path of yoga. Ask Him to let you shine on the path of yoga. Ask Him to make sure you're free from all kind of obstacles and the fluctuations that are gonna come as you start your journey on the path of yoga. Try to connect to the energy of Shiva that is there in you. Try to connect to the Creator that is there in you. Start your practice. There's going to be a lot of ups and downs that you're going to experience once you start your journey on the path of yoga. It's not that simple. But you have to get started somewhere. Constantly resonating, constantly pulling yourself back to the reality, it's not that easy. All of us have hundreds and hundreds of distractions around us. The path of self-discovery, the path of understanding oneself is the least priority on anyone's list. Self-growth is of least priority. Everything else comes first. At least this day, on this auspicious day of Shivaratri, make sure you set yourself as the top priority. Understanding yourself, resonating who you are truly on the inside, exploring the unknown realities of your own self must be the top priority. Why? Because you're alive. You're alive. And when you live, it is very essential that you live the life to the fullest. And it is not just the Hatha Yoga. Even the Yoga Sutras of Patanjali, written by the sage Patanjali, has its, roots to has its roots with Shiva. Shiva is the one who was sharing his knowledge of yoga, and then Patanjali, got to experience it firsthand, and as a result of which he wished to be born as a, human, and then live the life of yoga. So even the Yoga Sutras of Patanjali has its, Shiva as the source of the entire text. So on this very important and on this very auspicious day, let's remember Shiva. Let's remember the one who's responsible for the entire knowledge of yoga that we are practicing, which is changing our lives, which is changing millions and millions of lives all around the world. Try to resonate and connect this energy of Shiva that is there in you. If you're someone who likes to worship the image, you know how Shiva looks physically and you know how his physical appearance is. Try to contemplate on these thoughts. Try to offer your gratitude and try to, just experience and live the life of yoga. And I'll see you in the next one.